Hello and welcome to Canotillo Combos, the official Canotillo ISD podcast. We're here in central office with our fearless leader.
Central. Now I'm fearless.
Yeah.
Last week
you weren't, but now you are.
I am. Now I'm fearless.
Dr. Pedro Galaviz.
I'm fearful.
Fearful, fearless.
Fearless, fearful, fearful.
And
fearless, fearful leader. Fearful.
I'm Gustavo Reveles, I'm the Director of Communications, and we have a full packed house today.
We got some great news this week.
We got some great news.
Was that Tuesday? Came out?
Monday. Was it Monday or Tuesday? I can't remember. But we got the news that once again, Northwest Early College High School is one of America's best high schools, according to the U.S. News and World Report magazine. And to help us celebrate, we have Northwest Principal Mr. Clark here with us.
Frank the Tank.
And we also have the Vice President of the senior class, Victoria Rodriguez.
Senior, we're still looking at your credits, Victoria, so don't get too comfortable. Get too comfortable.
And of course, as always, we have Laura and Christina here with us.
Christina, Laura.
So Mr. Clark, I want to kick it out. Just congratulate you and your faculty and your students on this honor. It's not easy to make this list, and you're among the most effective high schools in the country.
I'm gonna say you can make it once, but to sustain the excellence and to sustain, and you have students like Victoria and her peeps that continue to go there. Because I hear it from the elementary school, I hear it from the middle school. I'm going to Northwest. Because of the excellence. So I guess, how do you sustain it? I mean, what makes Northwest one of the best schools in the country?
It's the staff that makes the students want to come to school every day and make students' younger siblings and cousins and family members want to come as well. So when it comes down to it, the students want to come to school.
What is it about the staff? I mean, there's staff everywhere. But what's so special about Dr. Mirror? I'm thinking who's your biology professor?
Dr. Creel.
Yeah.
They know every student and they know how to get the best out of every student. Every single one. Doesn't matter which student it is. It's just not a number and a test score. They care about the students and the students feel that. They understand that.
True or not true?
It's true.
Why? What makes Northwest so great? Why'd you go?
Because of the opportunity. The opportunity is just
Opportunity what?
to earn your associate's degree, but when you're there, you, like Mr. Clark was saying, you really understand that the teachers are there for you, and they're not just there just to teach and put your grade in the grade book and that's it. They're there to really know you, care about you, and it reflects in everyone.
Such a different vibe. Like when I go to the high school, and I love the high school, but when I go to Northwest, just like every teacher knows the kids, and all the kids know each other.
Yeah.
From the freshman to the senior to, such an awesome vibe. I was there this morning, and I saw you, and you didn't say anything to me. I said, "Hey, Victoria, what are you doing? Stop! You better leave IHOP before your mom finds out."
Well, you know what? Something that stands out to me, Doc, about this is seeing the list of the other schools in the region that are in this list, and very good schools, but for the most part, these schools are very selective. They have an application process. They look at how the student has performed from kinder to the 8th grade before they're being admitted. So obviously they have very high performance, right? They're very selective in picking students. Northwest has a tradition of really welcoming
Everyone.
students. Everybody.
Any student who wants to go there.
Any student that wants to come here, whether they've been an exemplary student up to now or a struggling student until then, you're gonna take them in and make them what Northwest has become. Mm-hmm. So that's even a greater accomplishment, Doc. That's not
the other schools I find are like private schools
Right.
because they are selective, right? Like the
Right.
private school, they're selective. They can decide who comes, who goes, and they kick out the ones that don't.
Don't.
And
Yeah.
they put them back to the comprehensive high school. But Northwest, I mean, these teachers work. They work. I mean, they constantly know what Victoria likes, what she doesn't like, what she struggles in, what she doesn't struggle in, and then they build them where they are, and they build them up. So, again, I just named a few that, I mean, I really admire the faculty at Northwest. So that's why they need a new school.
They do.
They need a new
They
school.
need a new school.
Those dang portables, they're such a pain, eh?
They are.
They're a pain.
And I think it's even more amazing that we have this ranking with the resources that we do have. Because we don't have a fancy campus, and we have these portables, and we have one big building, the grotto, but yet we're still able to get nationally recognized.
Yeah, what do you think is the biggest misconception people have about Northwest and Northwest students?
That you have to be like this smart nerd to like make it there, and that's not true at all. And that's pretty much it.
Well, that's great. I mean, I again, and this is not isolated. Mr. Clark, earlier this year, you guys received another best of sort of award from another organization. Tell us about that. I know you went to California to pick up this award.
Yep, it was the America's Best Urban School Transformation Award. Nasariano and I went to San Diego. This runs out of San Diego State University, and we did a 45-minute presentation on our campus and why our campus is successful, why the students are successful, and we get to share what we do and what the teachers do and what the students do every day with different campus administrators and teachers from across the country who are interested in transforming their school.
They came here like a day or 2 days and just sat on your campus and interviewed everybody.
And they came for one day. I think they talked to almost every single student they could grab on campus. They talked to almost every teacher. They talked to you, they talked to a board member, they talked to about 30 parents as well to see if what we put on the application was actually happening day in and day out.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's just great things happening at Northwest. Great things happening throughout Canantillo, really. This is proof positive that our students are getting a strong foundation at the elementary and middle school level. They're getting to the high school level, and really our faculty's just kicking it out of the ballpark here.
Yeah, because it's like what Victoria said, they get their associates,
Right.
and then they go to UTEP, and they graduate at 19. It's like that doctor that spoke at commencement.
Mm-hmm.
She was 25 years old.
She was already a doctor.
She's already a doctor. She's doing her residency. And it's just boom. The year before that, you had 2 attorneys speak that were from Northwest. They just constantly. You for homecoming, you should do like an outstanding X.
We should do that, and I will let student council get on that.
Let the senior class know, Victoria, that they should do like outstanding X, because you have a bunch of superstars coming out of that school.
Because you have a good pool now. You have
We
a
do
good
now,
pool.
so this will actually be year 15. The school being open, I think, is over.
So you have more than 10 graduating classes already to pick from. So that's pretty good. And
It'd be crazy if we started a parade for Northwest. A homecoming parade.
they have a smaller one. I know that people are used to this Canantillo High School big parade, but you guys have your own tradition of homecoming, which is something that I wanted to talk to you about too, because I think the perception is also that you guys just go to school. But if you follow Northwest on social media, you know that you guys are out and about doing, a lot of the traditional high school activities. You guys had your sunrise ceremony just this weekend. You guys have dances. You have, intramural sports, clubs. You compete against other schools on different levels. Maybe not sports, but definitely, your robotics team, for example, won a state championship. I'm sorry, your gaming, esports. It's not just going to school. It's not just sitting there and like you said, being a nerd, right?
Yeah.
Actually, I was at AMS at lunchtime, and these 6th grade girls were talking about gaming, and I go, "Hey, did you know Northwest won the esports?" They go, "Oh, really?" And I go, "Yeah, you should look them up." So, I mean, you guys, you still have that high school experience, but again, this is your experience. So whatever experience it is, it's yours and yours only, and you guys, celebrate it the way you want to. So there's no right way to celebrate high school.
Right.
Except 1984. That was my graduation. That was the right way. What, Frank? You thought I was younger.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say like 1994.
Someone wants a raise.
That's
all it takes.
Yeah.
Class of 2004 done.
Hey, why am I the butt of these jokes?
But once again, congratulations, Mr. Clark and Victoria. It's amazing to have this resource here in Canutillo and to have this opportunity available to the students and the community and the families here. I've always thought that a school like this one is transformative. It changes lives, not just of the student, but their families. It ends cycles of poverty. It affords access to higher education, and it's really meaningful. This is meaningful for a lot of families. It's going to change. It's going to change their lives. It's going to change the way their family functions and is able to survive. So good job and congrats.
Good job. Way to go. So, why do the seniors want to move graduation?
To a different venue?
Yeah, why?
Because we just... Okay, so the thing about the Don Haskins is that it's too big. It's too big for like a school like ours. We only have 91 students in the senior class.
Do it in the boardroom.
But we want something like unique and nice. Like McKelligan is nice. It's like
nice?
Outdoors.
You been there?
I haven't been there, but they went there. I was sick that day.
You were sick that day?
Yeah.
It is very nice. It's a very nice venue.
And we talked last week. We talked with Paris about it. She was again want something different, unique for the class.
Yeah.
Which is we're open. I think the only thing is Plan B. The weather.
Yeah.
If it rains.
It's too hot.
Hot. Then what? Windy. Which again, that's part of life, right?
Yeah.
You deal with it. So we'll work with the class, because again, it's your graduation. It's not mine in 1984. 2004.
We'll do the anti-rain dance and make sure that everything goes off without hitch. But
You want an anti-rain dance?
I'm gonna make one up.
Make one up?
Yeah, I'm gonna make one up.
To the left, to the left, to the right, to the right, to the left.
But
whoa.
But yeah, we're looking just so people know we're looking to make sure that we have a good plan B, that we that students are celebrated in the way that they deserve to be, the graduates, but that it's safe, that it's that everything's happening.
So Gus, speaking of Plan B, what are we doing with the health insurance? What's going on with that?
So at this moment, we are still looking to options. Our HR department, which handles the health insurance plan, is working with our health insurance advisors.
Oh, at the board directive,
Yes.
to go and look at other companies.
We're going to look at other companies, come back with hopefully what would be some proposals that can be more affordable than that 175% increase that is being proposed, given the.
Well, I don't think it's being proposed. We've just ran. We can't afford to be self-funded.
Well, it's the result. It's the result of many things: inflation, rising cost of healthcare, the record number of claims that we've seen from employees, and all that compounded with the fact that we just can't afford to be self-funded. And I know this is a difficult concept to grasp for many people. It was for me as well. But basically, the Canutillo Independent School District runs its own health insurance plan. We fund it. We pay for it. and that's just too expensive. We are not a big enough entity to be able to do that. And for many years, our board of trustees felt it was wise to invest in it, and we provided great health insurance to our employees. Unfortunately, given the fact that our insurance costs are going up, and couple that with the fact that the state continues to hold on to billions of dollars of surplus and is not distributing that money to school districts like they should. So we had to adopt a deficit budget. We can't afford to fund that health plan.
Well, especially when we want to put money into our kids.
Right.
Into the classrooms.
Right. So
You know?
so we're looking at other options. We're looking at other options that will be more affordable, that will provide our employees with similar services, if not the same services, and really make this something that is sustainable and that we can carry on. You know, we're looking at all the options. So we're asking employees to be patient. We understand this is worrisome for a lot of families, right? Given the cost, but we're working to come up with a solution. We're working to come up with something an alternative that is you know, more digestible for families.
No, just that we can afford.
Yeah.
That we can afford and everybody can afford, so they can go home and buy their milk and put gas in their car and get their groceries and buy their favorite Green Bay Packers shirt.
So that's $0.
That's $0?
Yeah.
No, I buy my. You don't get your Packer shirt? The Jordan Love?
My favorite one?
Your favorite one?
Yeah, my
Jordan
favorite one's
Love?
$0 because
$0.
there ain't one.
Because there is not one?
There ain't one.
No, but again, hey, congratulations. You're a Canuto now.
I am moving into the school district this weekend, hopefully. knock on wood.
Right. Congratulations.
So everything that happens in the district will be impacting me in one way or another.
Now you can vote.
Now I can vote in the school district.
Vote yes for the bond.
Yes, definitely. Moving in here, and I guess this is as good a time as any to ask you for a pay raise so I can pay my mortgage down.
You said 2004. So Frank said 1994.
See that? There you go.
But again, before we close, I just want to give my condolences to Tampa, Florida. One, the hurricane.
Right.
The hurricane that came in to make sure everybody's safe. But the shootings, again, the senseless shootings that continue to plague this country of those 3 African Americans that were shot by a guy that went in there intentionally.
Mm-hmm.
And again, when is this country going to do something? When is our governor going to do something? Because he did nothing when Uvalde.
Yeah.
He did nothing. He did nothing for teachers. He did nothing. So again, just shout out and let people know that racism is still alive, still out there.
Yeah.
So
it's unfortunate, and you know we continue to point fingers at reasons for this happening that are not the real reasons, and we need to start really taking care of our people and making sure that we're addressing the causes of gun violence here.
I just think, Victoria, you're going to be, 17? Soon to be 18? Yeah, you got to vote, whatever your vote is, because that's what's happening in our world today. That's happening in our world, and so I just want you and your fellow classmates to understand is, if not now, then when? When are we going to make a difference, and when are we going to demand that our politicians really start doing stuff for humanity?
They reflect your values.
Yeah. So you can say it all you want. What did I see? I saw it on one of my Netflix. Talking about justice doesn't mean justice is happening. So you can talk and write all the resolutions you want, but until you have action, it's one of my Netflix,
I thought you only watched Turkish telenovelas.
No, I watched that too.
Yeah.
That's one of my I love those Korean Netflix.
Oh man, you and my dad both.
Oh, I love them. I love their culture. It's kind of similar to ours. Go ahead, Frank. What do you got to say?
That's it. I appreciate always the support that we get, because without the support, the students don't have the opportunity that they get day in and day out.
What do you think about the grotto and giving you kids access to it with your badge?
It's something that actually needs to be done. It's so annoying to have to go and knock on the door, and sometimes people will be like, nah, I don't want to answer, I don't want to open the door, and then you're just standing there, you're like, oh, okay, and then it's just
So here's the adult saying.
mm-hmm.
Well, kids are gonna lose their badges.
True. That could happen,
But I have a badge,
mm-hmm.
and we all can lose our badge.
Yeah.
But do we not do it because kids are gonna lose their badges? I don't know how many times kids lose their
I think
badges.
people are gonna lose them regardless, but there will be people that take care of them. Like me, I have my ID on right now. I take care of my stuff, and those people will be able to scan their ID and get in the grotto.
The only concern is once you lose a badge, that means someone who does not belong on campus now has potential access to the
Can't
campus.
really deactivate it.
Right.
When we lose a badge, they deactivate.
Yeah, I think it's the same for anything. Like people will lose their credit cards and their IDs and their things like that. But
well, so we just sang the praises of Northwest Early College, saying what a great school it is.
mm-hmm.
Is it great enough and does it have responsible enough students to be given badges for the grotto?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
I think
for
so
sure.
too.
Yeah.
Because kids will only, the expectations you have are the expectations that they'll meet.
Yeah.
So if you don't say, hey, this person's responsible,
Mm-hmm.
then trust them. You gotta be on trust. If you don't trust, then that's the number one thing. If you have the absence of trust, then
You don't know until you try.
right? You don't know until you try.
Mm-hmm.
That's what, I tell my wife that every time I want to go watch a Packer game by myself, I say, honey, just let me go. Trust me. I'm going to come back.
Maybe she doesn't want you to come.
Maybe that's it, eh? That's it.
And Doc, real quick, I want to point out that Galaviz ISD is on TikTok. We have a brand new TikTok account.
Oh, okay.
We launched it, and Victoria's actually the person behind the TikTok account right now.
What's this week?
This week is for CHS football. Actually, I will post today.
Did you post today?
I will.
And you got my bald spot.
It's okay. Nobody saw it.
Yeah, everybody saw it.
Nah,
Everybody saw it. I saw it right away.
Well, tell her that TikTok doesn't work miracles.
It doesn't do
It doesn't work miracles.
just keeps.
Yeah.
Commercial keeps.
But everyone should be following us on TikTok. We're gonna be doing a lot more fun stuff on there. It's just like TikTok. It's a very irreverent and very fun. It's meant to really keep our community engaged and keep our community informed, but in a fun way that's gonna have tons of students from every campus involved, and we hope to really start engaging with students and parents in a different way using TikTok.
Oh, cool. Alrighty.
Okay. Well, have a great weekend. Wish me luck.
Happy Labor Day.
We're off on Monday,
Off on Monday.
and we'll see you guys on
If you see a
Tuesday.
movie truck in Canotillo, go and give them, what do they give, like apple pie to the house?
The welcome wagon.
Welcome wagon.
The welcome
right?
wagon, yeah. So come and maybe lend me a hand. Got furniture to move.
And you got doggies.
Yeah, my dogs.
All right.
All right.
Later.
Have a good
Bye.
one.
Thank you, Victoria. Thank you, Mr. Frank the Tank. All right. Appreciate it. Merry Christmas. Let's go.